we do have this match going on. This is going to be Faust versus Potemkin, battle of the big bodies here. And, you know, CrispyCthulhu is definitely going to be coming out, trying to run this Potemkin mix out here.
Absolutely. Banana on deck. Oof. Yeah, slide head. And you slipped on the banana. Bombs away. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup here because you do have the hammer fall to come. Yo, the Garuda gets ducked. Hold on. Wait.
But that is just going to be the wall break coming out from that, oh my god, I'm forgetting the grab.
Heat knuckle.
The heat knuckle, thank you very much. The Garuda combos are going to be coming out. This is the block string, trying to catch that backdash. Not quite going to be enough. That's going to be the Garuda coming out into the pot buster. You are going to get busted on over here, and that will be the first life going the way of CrispyCthulhu.
As they say, the more Garudas you block, the worse the matchup gets. So it might have been a 5-5, but that was 3 Garudas you blocked, so now it's an 8-2. So
yeah,
it's your own fault for blocking the Garuda. I don't make the rules.
True. This is going to be Cthulhu going for that corner pressure again. That heat knuckle is going to vacuum you in. Not quite going to be enough to start a combo, as, you know, CPU is going to be committing that burst there. The multi-hit there is going to be happening, and that will be the mini Faust coming out to try to maybe help out with the offense a little bit. Oh, the hammer! Just as the Potemkin Buster came up, and that it will be, you know, that wheelchair to the shins that I was talking about earlier, and that will be the wall break coming out. What an insane recognition from CPU there.
Yo, let's see what's in the goods. Meteor showers, couple grenades for you here. Well, bombs. You can't flick this.
You cannot.
What are you doing?
Those bombs. You can't prevent it from happening. They're explode everywhere.
Oh, wow. 2P round start. All right, good stuff. 100 tons, and even Potemkin can't lift that.
Potemkin gonna be. Oh, you can flick the bombs actually.
Yeah. You got the flick timing on the explosion itself. You can't flick the grounded bomb. It's the explosion you're looking for.
I see. That's the backdash coming out from CPU. Good job on those slide heads, recognizing that they are gonna be coming out. That will be the mini Faust interrupting the offense into another bomb. That's gonna be the haircut trying to be given, and it will be given in the end.
All right, jump dust here. What do you think you're doing? No jump.
I mean,
no heavenly pot buster.
CPU will not let you get out of that corner with that heavenly, no matter how hard you try.
You didn't even have the meter to cancel anyways, too. Like, you had to commit to that, and you... Oh! Wait a minute. Got her knocked down.
5P, though.
5P. Yeah, 5P.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I mean, CPU's already up 2?
No, that's the first. That's the first.
Oh, that was
left
my
over.
bad. My
that was
apologies.
left
My
over.
apologies. I thought CPU was up 2, and I was about to get scared. I was about to be like, did I miss a match? Am I like hallucinating a match or something? Like
the producer made a hard bet and leaned into it. That's and it worked. It paid off. We see some bias on the producer. That's all right, though.
It work. It looks like we're going to be getting straight back into it, though. CPU, you know, already has those reads, and we might see another body bag come out from CPU or from one of the players here.
Nice 2D there. Trying to go fishing. Nothing biting quite yet. 100 tons on the way.
Yeah.
Jeez, that full screen knockdown. Yeah.
The 2H coming out, and even though you're in the corner against Pot, that will be the J2K coming out into those 5Ps. This is where that whirlwind starts to come out, and the tornado, you know, getting that corner carry, getting the scarecrow coming out, and that will be the stampede into the mini Faust. You're getting everything here. You have no shot. That's gonna be the Afro coming out. This will be the not the JD. Never mind. We're on 1 HP though. CrispyCthulhu might be able to get it back, and that will be a grab coming up from both sides, whipping on both sides, and you know, we're in a very precarious situation for CrispyCthulhu here. 5P gonna finish.
Right. Good round for CPU. And CPU is so devastating to deal with on Faust here. Nice jump back slash. All right. Safety first with the 100 tons. And we got the chop. Nice.
Those bananas are doing so much work if you haven't noticed. They keep
making through it.
Yeah, they keep making Cthulhu slip when Cthulhu is trying to enter in. That's going to be the JP coming out. Not quite going to be getting it as that 6B is going to come out. 2 Garudas coming out. And it looks like CrispyCthulhu is really badly looking for the dash back here.
Honestly, Heat Knuckle came out there and almost scooped up CPU with that mix startup. Slipped on your own trash. Oh, it still got caught. You're trying to save yourself with a PRC.
The tragedy.
Yeah.
that will be CrispyCthulhu with that super wall break here. The low coming out, and that will be the 100-ton weight.
Yes.
The 2K managing to do a lot here though. CPU or CrispyCthulhu, that PRC, even though it whipped, might have some good stuff to do here.
Excellent, using that invulnerability off the super just to avoid Potemkin's pressure. The kindergartner's coming out to play, and the tap dust, you forgot to stand up for me.
Yeah, I mean, that tap dust, even if you're not on a character like Zato or a character like God, I'm forgetting. Other characters that can combo off of it, it's still scary, though. It's like, you still get tapped by it, and it's like, oh, I'm dead.
It's a reach you don't think about. And he committed to that FD as well, so you're not going to be able to stand up until you let go of FD again.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, that's a tough break because you're worried about those lows. You're worried about surviving, too. Because darned if you don't. Once the mini Faust came through for recess, like, you were trying to avoid that chip damage and whatever followed after.
Yeah. It's so difficult to deal with Faust pressure, especially with those items. That will be the slide head coming out, or the hammer fall, my apologies. Garuda is going to be true here, and that will be, you know, the jumps coming out.
Excellent 2H right there. Got that knockdown. Close slash, and still able to find a hammer fall through that. Oh, we are punishing these for free.
Yeah, that's going to be that wheelchair to the shins. It hurts, bro. You can see it on his face.
Got your shatter, excellent life lead, but watch out for this meter. Oh my god! Why didn't you just send it? You should have sent the heavenly blockbuster!
Into the item throw. This is where, you know, like, just the randomness starts to happen. That's gonna be the bomb coming out, hitting the Potemkin and finishing out that round.
Gosh. I mean, I wonder if it was too low for the heavenly pop buster to connect, or if it was just, that was your preemptive decision to avoid the Oki situation against CPU. Because that should have been a hit pop buster for sure. Heavenly pop buster.
Yes. It looks like, you know, Potemkin's in the corner here. This is where, you know, Potemkin's just stuck in the corner. Garuda's coming out. The second Garuda's going to come out. Looks like we're just looking for the backdash here.
Whoa.
That's going to be the heat knuckle into that Potemkin buster coming out. And this is where, you know, Potemkin got you in the corner. You have to get grabbed here if you're not aware, and that's going to be the air throw coming out.
A-okay. You jumped away from my command grab. That's why I got Beater to back it up. Good stuff from CrispyCthulhu. All right, even on rounds here, but now CPU running away with it. Meteor's on the way. Killed the dinosaurs, and a flick on the Meteor. Godlike.
Not going to allow it. That's going to be the slide head, not allowed by that, the little mini Faust coming out. And you know, that Scarecrow PRC into the grab is going to be the safe jump setup here, and this is a guard crush that it looks like it's going to be coming up on.
That was excellent awareness from CPU because the bomb was behind you. You had to get out of dodge, otherwise you were going to get blown up by it. Nice!
Yep. Super PRC coming out from CPU is going to be doing a lot here in order to prevent CrispyCthulhu from winning out this round. But, you know, we're just looking at this poke war right now. We're looking at both of these players just kind of sitting there waiting for the other one to make a mistake because we're both in very low HP.
Okay, run up 2K, got the mix to carry the corner. Burst is still available. A back throw from Crispy, and you got to hold this. Oh, wait! No, you don't!
Wait! No, you don't! Not if you're CPU! CPU manages to reversal super it, and that will be the round! That wheelchair is just doing so much work!
Look, I'm feeling it for CrispyCthulhu.
Get away with it! Thank you so much! Best of friend!
I'm feeling it. Because, my God, you know, I completely missed that resource from CPU. Thought, surely this is a checkmate situation. 50% tension was right there.
100%. I'm speechless. That's what I am. I'm baffled. If we look right here, we're seeing, again, just both sides playing this neutral very safely, not trying to do too much. It's going to be the,
Ooh!
Blockbuster coming out, actually. 50% on.
Nice. Got the Garuda available. Yo, we are making hard guesses that jump out is coming there. And because of the fact that CrispyCthulhu is overcommitting, CPU gets out for free. Jump dust for the Afro set on fire. Keep holding this pressure, even after Scarecrow.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is so scary that RSE is going to come out, and this is the Faust damage coming out from the corner. The bomb's going to be doing a lot to prevent, you know, CrispyCthulhu from taking their turn, but that YRC is going to be allowing CPU to keep playing the game.
Yeah, we're sticking out these normals here in a very dangerous situation because I'm waiting for that more often. A whiff punish with hook, drop the hammer for a combo extension, but CPU not ready to finish. Nice backdash. 5P already shuts down the drift. You can't be moving towards me like that for free.
CPU is just absolutely taking this match and running away with it. If you look, that's the hammer coming out, going for that grab, not quite going to be getting it. Burst coming out, making sure that, you know, you don't want to be in that Potemkin pressure. Potemkin in the corner here, that's going to be the backdash coming out into, you know, the boys, the squad. They're coming out, and they're coming in big. Bomb hitting CPU here, but that did avoid the meteor, no cross up this time.
The backdash to avoid the sweep. All right, Mini Faust putting in work, and yo, what a read on the Scarecrow, but Mini Faust saved the day. Oh, jeez, nice Kara Pop Buster, what a grip.
And that will be the flick. This is going to be not quite death. As, you know, Cthulhu drops 2 of those combos. That will be the burst coming out from Cthulhu, and Faust is out of the corner, but 6P will be finishing out that round. Cthulhu managing to take a round here.
That was a very sick sequence right there. We used the flick to hold the corner position to hit backwards. Well done for Cthulhu, but came at a great cost. That burst probably would have been better off to save for the next round. I know we were low on health, but it was a scramble situation.
You should.
Yeah. And this is where, you know, CrispyCthulhu is just not allowed to play offense along with all of that stuff. It's just so much random stuff coming at you. Blockbuster is going to be prevented from going, and this will be the corner pressure that, you know, Faust is able to do these combos, this damage, and not quite going to be death, as Potemkin does. He is a thick lad, but, you know, that 2P will be finishing it out.
Yeah, really good awareness there. Again, just CPU situational awareness is so strong in this matchup too. Just staying a couple steps behind that Aegis Reflector, not stopping themselves from the combo. Utilizing Scarecrow to completely avoid having to interact with that. You didn't force Faust in a bad situation because CPU had already preemptively planned to get out of that corner. And look, you caught yourself trying to throw a Pop Buster through it. There was... I wonder if it was the hope that you were going to 180 when Faust teleported, you were going to get that scoop.
I think so. I think it's preying on a random interaction to go in your way there, because CrispyCthulhu is not having a good day here. You know, CPU is just managing to take out Cthulhu in every way, shape, and form, and Cthulhu just has to start relying on those gambles, has to start trying to take those less calculated risks in order to try anything to work.
Yeah, I think it was definitely like a solid setup there too, because there were very few choices available to CPU, and just the wrong situation happened. Like, I think that was very well planned for that Pop Buster. Meteor's on the way. Watch the high.
Yeah. Meteors aren't going to be doing a lot here. I mean, this is the neutral we keep seeing from these two. Throwing an item in neutral, and that will be the Mini Faust coming out. Not quite doing a lot here. You know, Potemkin does have some fast moves, believe it or not. But this is, you know, where Faust starts throwing items, and you don't want to be here. Heat Knuckle coming out to try to catch that jump. Not quite going to be catching it. And what a snip, snip, snip coming out.
Yes.
CPU. CPU is going to be able to get a corner combo here at least. But, oh, wait. That was actually such a nice barrier coming out from Potemkin.
Yeah, good reversal overdrive here. Got the scoop, though, from the hook. Very good stuff from CPU to return the tide.
Yeah. I mean, CPU is just so dominant right now. That's going to be the 2H into a corner combo. Good
this time the
recognition
meaty, though.
Yeah, good recognition from CrispyCthulhu, but, you know, CPU will manage to slowly work their way out of the corner.
All right, Meteor's on the way. And caught on the sky for a guard break there, but CPU couldn't get the mix pickup. That 2K with the multi-hit saved you, though, because that hammer fall was coming. Watch out for the kindergartners. We use that drift just to avoid it. And finally getting a solid timing on Garuda. We've been kind of iffy on that throughout the set.
Yeah, getting that second Garuda here into that HKD. The third Garuda is going to be coming out here, and that will be the Blockbuster finishing out this round. Cthulhu looks like they're gaining back ground. They're gaining back confidence in order to go for the stuff that they usually go for.
Jeez, 2P round start. It's so difficult to see. Like, look at the limbs of Faust. Of course, you're taking the W at round start before Potemkin does. Oh, slide head.
Yeah, that will be the slide head. Second slide head coming out. That's the counter hit into the pot buster here. A lot of damage coming out here from the side of CrispyCthulhu. This will be the Garuda. Second Garuda coming out into another pot buster, and it looks like Cthulhu will be taking one, preventing the 7-0.
See, all of that changed because you got your meaty timing correct with that Garuda. Like, that was the important factor here in this matchup. Plus a couple Kara pot busters certainly helps too, you know, especially when you got the opponent breaking the guard and guessing what the next interaction might be, because Garuda puts you in such a precarious position. A scary one, no less, in the corner, especially with a character like Faust. We saw a few of the PRC overdrive cancels, which helped tremendously. But at that point, if Potemkin could send it and you don't have resources, keep sending it.
Yeah. No, I mean, especially recognizing that Faust didn't have those resources was huge. Right here, though, you know, Faust will always manage to get that little hit in at the beginning of the round just because you can't quite do anything. That's going to be a meteor fold. Where's this luck when I see other Faust play? You know, these are such good items coming out from the CPU here. CPU trying to poke with that 2H, not quite getting it though, and what a backdash from CPU in order to avoid getting hard knockdown from the slide head.
Bomb bag coming through. And keeping that distance, but it's putting CPU in a precarious spot as far as like resource build. Ooh, nice bomb.
Interesting play from CPU here. CPU managing to avoid the Garuda, not quite actually getting clipped by just the end of it. And this is, you know, CPU's offense going for almost too many snips here, trying not to actually go for a solid offense here.
Good tech though. I do appreciate that CPU isn't too concerned about negative penalty, especially since they've been winning neutral so often. Nice mix after the slide head. Got caught because we tried to throw an item on top of the bomb there.
I think it's less so we get caught, and it's more so that CPU just doesn't care. I think CPU is at a point where they realize that, like, throwing that item, getting that extra just little bit of randomness onto the field is worth more than that little bit of health you get from getting hit by the bomb, right?
Especially too, like, CPU had such a substantial life lead at that point, so that's probably a fair assessment there. Yo, Mini Faust put in work to shut down the armor of slide head. Okay.
It will be the burst forced out here into the Afro, put straight onto Cthulhu's head. That will be the JD coming out in order to force out the Afro burn timer. This is the Faust, you know, strike throw that we see, and that's going to be the burst baited. CPU does not care. CPU will sit here and bait that burst forever. You know,
CPU knew. CPU knew without a shadow of a doubt, like, you're going to die if you don't. Come on, just do it.
You are dead if you don't burst, so you have to here. And, you know, CrispyCthulhu turning it around, making sure to get that heat knuckle into that wall break, but it's still such a scary position. These moves are still coming out. Faust does have those long limbs, and this will be the boys coming out in order to force something out from CrispyCthulhu on the end.
I like the adjustment from CPU because they're going for IAD jump slash is catching Crispy high time and time again. So until Crispy starts anti-airing with like a 6P, the CPU could just run that for free.
Yeah, it looks like knockdowns where Mini Faust isn't quite going to be doing enough, but that will be the scalpel pull coming out. Whoa, what a combo coming out! The bombos coming out from CPU! CPU has those bombos!
Oh, geez, caught the stagger. That's unfortunate. Yeah, try to get the Afro. Second set guard break bomb bag there at the very least. Ooh, the purple RC with the 2K anti-air. Hold the weight for me.
Yeah. No, this is where, you know, like,
again.
CPU is just starting to do stuff. They're not even trying to do stuff well. They're just doing stuff, throwing things out, using random things, and it's just because you have such a life lead at this point. Mini Faust is all you need to win the game.
Oh, no. That is absolutely by plan because we have 100% conditioned CrispyCthulhu at this point to hold this corner, worry about the lows, and holding down back, and that's why we keep seeing these jump slashes come through, because Crispy keeps thinking I can just press here, I can go for my sweep, but time and time again IED jump slash has opened up CrispyCthulhu, and we have an item toss right after it because it's counter hit, so I had the time to land and set up my set play again in this corner situation.
Yup. I mean, yeah, no, we just have to see Cthulhu get back on, just try to get back up. Got that one win, just got to get back up and keep going back at it, right?
We'll see here. We got to start blocking high this time around, too. And, of course, like I said, CPU already has you hard thinking about these lows. I mean, rightfully so, because of how many lows that Faust has, especially in this matchup. Great backdash.
Yeah. That will be the backdash caught by CrispyCthulhu. Cthulhu going in here, just trying to force that pressure out. Burst coming out and making sure to grab the boys here. That will be the OTG from them, allowing an extra item pull coming from Faust here.
I'm hard-pressed to say that's a good burst. It's just like, that is the burst that you needed to do, because you didn't gain anything back from it, but you didn't get hooked.
Yeah.
So that's a victory there for CPU, despite losing the round, right? So next round, it's definitely going to be less of a worry. You might get it back in round 3, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, Cthulhu just had to do that. But this is, you know, the Afro's coming out, and it just zones people off that Afro because you don't want to get forced into that guard break situation. This will be, you know, CPU grabbing the kindergartners and making sure that they just, like, run across the stage. You know, going out to recess. Slide heads coming out over and over again. Cthulhu just trying anything to get in at this point. And, you know, J2K in order to slowly work your way in.
The blocks on these slide heads. Garuda, though, time to guess. Nice
Jump
from
out of the
CPU,
second
the
Garuda.
patience, especially too. Look at how cranked that risk gauge is.
That will be the high coming out, and, you know, CrispyCthulhu may not have that much of a life loss here, but that will be, I think I spoke too soon, actually. That is corner pressure, though, and this is where CrispyCthulhu gets caught, and this is where CPU really shines, right?
Yeah, CPU pulling back just to not get the shatter. That's all right. That's a good trade. Got the damage we're looking for.
Yep, and I think this is death. That's
Yes,
gonna be
it
the Cage
is.
coming out, and that will be the Whirlwind, the Tornado just coming out and making sure to end that round.
Backdash does avoid the 2P. And this is what I wanted to see from earlier in the set. CrispyCthulhu really walking down CPU. You have all this health. You have the looming threat of Potbuster. Walk down CPU and get this position here time and time again.
Yup, and that will be, you know, what a nice catch of the backdash into the bomb, making sure to keep that pressure up on those bombs. And, you know, even that hammerfall, even trying to get out of that bomb, you still take a little bit of damage there.
Bomb back, wants the guard crush, and we'll get it here. The burst, yeah, I don't blame you.
It's a good burst coming out from CrispyCthulhu, making sure not to, oh, almost bombos. Not quite, though. You know, these item throws, CPU is just uncontested for them, able to just keep throwing items over and over again.
All right, that's a good offensive burst to hold this corner. Got the jump, 2K counter hit, a couple items for free.
That will be the meteors coming out. No mix this time. And that will be the round. Going the way of CPU. CPU on match point. Are we going to see another 7-1?
CPU forcing the jump out from CrispyCthulhu and snuck in a meteor there too, no less. That was a great sequence for them, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited. I mean, like, even though CrispyCthulhu is losing these games, Cthulhu is still doing a really good job of attempting to keep that neutral going, attempting to keep their offense going, and it's just CPU knows just a little bit more about this matchup and is able to just edge it out slightly, you know, causing this one-sided skewed matchup almost, it seems.
It's definitely like Crispy has been reaching a bit too far in this matchup, right? Like because of the range that Faust could contend with against Potemkin, the threats of slide head and hammerfall have been just unnecessary to worry about because of how infrequently they're hitting and the low risk that Faust has anyway. It's like, cool, let me just 5p it, let me just low with 2K as well. Already has an item out to stop the play. Crispy opting for Gold Lewis, and this is definitely a threatening character, but CPU with a great round start on 6B.
I mean, like, this is a threatening character, but it's also like, what are you going to try to be doing here if this isn't your main, right? Like, how are you thinking about approaching this matchup? And it looks like Cthulhu doesn't quite know what to do when, you know, Faust starts just throwing those items over and over and over again. 2 bombs, an afro, a banana peel, another bomb, another afro, another banana peel.
That's the threat that you're playing at, but at least the drone, it was represented here, and this is exactly why we're seeing an increased item rate from CPU, because if drone gets activated, Crispy can close the gap, essentially utilizing drone like a sonic boom. There we go. One Behemoth Typhoon just needs one more to get something rolling, because that'll be a shatter if you can touch it, but you can't survive with no health.
Unfortunately, that will be the landing lag, and as CPU does have match point right here, CPU is going to be going for that 6B into the scalpel, making sure that this keeps going, throwing even more items, just making sure to keep the chaos coming.
Yeah, plenty of items here. I'm surprised we haven't seen the swordfish come out. You know, the Gatling gun would be a great option to shut down these. There we go.
Yeah, and I mean that's the Gatling
well
gun that you were
jumping,
just
but
talking
items,
about.
yeah.
But the items are just too much for anybody to deal with. Like Gold Lewis can't quite deal with it. That BT not quite gonna be doing enough. Mini Faust making sure to get that, and that will be the burst bait into the ceiling of that coffin for Gold Lewis. That will be the game going the way of CPU.
That Gatling gun was the right call, but at the wrong time, because that jump, once CPU is already in the sky, there's no sense of putting out that Gatling. But yeah, going out to Brazil.